Hello and welcome to the channel. Who comes out on top? Will there be a change of God? Will the status quo be maintained? Or be Atiku and Tinubu in fight to finish? Winner takes all. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. Us, Atiku, or B, close case, challenging Tinubu. Or B and his party in their joint petition alleged various irregularities, insisting that Tinubu and his running mate, Senator Kashim Shettima, were not qualified to contest the February 25th presidential election. The LP presidential candidate insists that the president-elect did not win the majority of lawful votes and failed to garner 1/4 of votes in the Federal Capital Territory (FCT). APM in its petition, which has INEC, APC, Tinubu, Kashim Shettima, and Kabir Masari as respondents, is contending that Tinubu was not qualified to contest the election on the grounds of the alleged double nomination of his vice presidential candidate. It is also questioning Tinubu's candidacy on the grounds of the substitution of the initial placeholder, Kabir Masari, with Shettima. Atiku Abubakar and his party, which hinged their joint petition on 5 grounds, are seeking the conduct of a fresh election due to alleged irregularities at polling units on February 25th. He and the PDP said Tinubu was declared the winner when all results and accreditation data from polling units had not been transmitted and uploaded by INEC. The APC filed its objection to all the petitions against the victory of its candidate, Tinubu, in the election, and urged the court to discountenance the complaints of the petitioners. In the pre-hearing session report released by the court, 2 major issues were ostensibly decided equally for the 2 contending parties, considering where they stood on them. In the course of advancing the issues, Tinubu's opponents, Peter Obi of Labour Party and Atiku Abubakar of the PDP, were denied by the PEPC the request for live coverage of proceedings in the petitions. During the pre-hearing session, Atiku and Obi, along with their parties, had, in their various motions, prayed the court for an order allowing live broadcast of proceedings in their petitions, as well as an order directing the modalities for the live broadcast because of the national importance of the petitions. The petitioners argued that the issue of live broadcast was not alien in the country. In the pre-hearing session report presented by Justice Tsamani, the court gave reasons for dismissing the applications for live broadcast of proceedings. The court held that televising the proceedings of the court in the petitions is outside its constitutional mandate. Justice Tsamani also held that the issue of live streaming of proceedings was novel, unprecedented, and not supported with any law in the country for now. He said televising the proceedings would not advance the case of the petitioners, adding that the court was constituted to hear and determine petitions in accordance with the law and practice directions by the President of the Court of Appeal. He further stated that the practice direction does not include allowing televising of proceedings as requested by the petitioners, and that the court will not allow a situation that could affect the proceedings. The court concluded that the issue of televising of proceedings requires a judicial policy, saying, "This application is devoid of merit and is accordingly dismissed." Justice Tsamani said there must be a legal framework before live streaming of court proceedings can be allowed, adding that other jurisdictions where live streaming of proceedings is allowed have a legal policy backing it. It further held that Obi did not disclose what he stands to lose if the proceedings were not televised live. The other issue that appears like a victory for the anti-Tinubu litigants is the decision of the court to consolidate the 3 surviving petitions of Atiku Abubakar of PDP, Peter Obi of LP, and the APM against Tinubu. The court had suo motu proposed the consolidation, and parties took different positions on it. While presenting the report of the pre-hearing session, Justice Tsamani noted the decision of the panel to consolidate the petitions despite objection by the respondents, Tinubu, Shettima, and APC, along with INEC. While the petitioners are in support of the consolidation of the petitions in line with paragraph 50 of the first schedule to the Electoral Act 2022, All the respondents, through their counsel, opposed the consolidation. INEC's counsel, Dr. Kemi Pinheiro, son, in his submissions on the request by the court, said the electoral umpire was indifferent and would abide with the decision of the court, while APC, Tinubu, Kashim Shettima, and Kabiru Masari, the fifth respondent in one of the petitions through their counsel, vehemently opposed consolidation. The respondents held that the interest of justice would not be served if the petitions were consolidated, as the grounds raised by parties are not the same, urging the court not to consolidate the petitions. But Justice Tsamani, in his ruling, said the court decided to consolidate the petitions because the issues canvassed on the petitions are the same, and held that the three petitions are related to the same election and the return of Tinubu as the winner, in addition to the effect that issues raised by the parties are similar. The APM on June 21 opened and closed its case in its petition challenging the declaration of Tinubu as the winner of the February 25th presidential election. After an attempt by President Tinubu and the APC to shut it out of the petition was unsuccessful, the APM called its lone witness, Aisha Abubakar, who gave evidence in aid of its petition. Led in evidence by the lead counsel to the APM, Gideon Idiagbonya, the witness identified and tendered the five-witness statement on oath. She deposed to at the registry of the court. The witness, who is the assistant welfare officer of the APM, also tendered a membership card along with other documents as evidence in the matter. Following a subpoena, INEC, through its deputy director, legal drafting, Joan Mole, Arabs, produced two documents certified through copies of an online temporary acknowledgement of Kashim Shettima's profile of Thursday, July 14, 2022, and an online temporary acknowledgement of Lawal Kaka Sheu's profile of Friday, July 15, 2022, which were tendered and admitted as exhibits by the court. At the end of the cross-examination of the witness by INEC, APC, Tinubu, Shettima, and Kabiru Masari, who are respondents in the petition, counsel for the petitioner announced the closure of the case of the petitioner. The respondents, through their counsel, did not call evidence in the petition, but relied on the May 26, 2023 judgment of the Supreme Court and a letter notifying INEC of the withdrawal of Shettima as a senatorial candidate of the APC for Borno Central Senatorial District, tendered by counsel to INEC, Dr. Kemi Pinheiro, son. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time, bye.